Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Siti Nur Laila Hasanah from English Phonetics and Phonology B class. And in this video, I'm going to share my experience as an English education student in Brawijaya University, especially in this English Phonetics and Phonology class. So, being an English education student at Brawijaya University is something that makes me learn many new things, and one of them was when I took an English phonetics and phonology class in this semester. So during my education from elementary school to high school, I never had a subject like this because I only understood and know this material when I entered the college. And my first impression when I had to learn about phonology and phonetic was complicated. That is because I found some unfamiliar words or letters that I was not used to seeing when I wanted to read a word or a sentence. Despite that, from this class, I also began to understand some of the reason like why phonology and phonetics need to be taught. First, because phonetic skills can help us improve our pronunciation skills or increase our fluency when we are speaking. This can happen because phonetics is a skill where we learn the way sounds are produced, perceived, and used in daily conversation. This kind of skills makes us more aware of the words spoken by our opponents or our friends. And in this case, phonetics also improves our listening skills, making it easier for us to understand the context of the conversation. And since some words have similar sounds, that's why we need to practice this from a young age. Second, phonology skills can improve our reading skills. Phonology skills are the ability to recognize how a word is spelled and read in a one word. In my opinion, if this is taught to a child, it will make it easier or facilitate them to recognize the sounds of the alphabets they read on each letter. Therefore, these two skills must always go hand in hand and be introduced to a child so that will facilitate for children to acquire a language that is new for them. But in fact, the introduction of these two skills is always too late to be taught, I think. Whereas instead of introducing the letters A, B, C, D, E, it is better for a child to be taught letters according to their sound, like P, K, D, as in the phonetic alphabet. In starting these activities, of course, changes are needed from us as the future educators, because if it's not us, then who will introduce it? Who will start it? Therefore, in the future, as I stated earlier, I entered this major because I wanted to become a teacher. I also want to introduce these skills to them. And another reason is to share knowledge that I gained from this class. In my opinion, what are we going to school like for many years if the knowledge we get only stops in us? So in conclusion, I hope that by receiving a lot of knowledge during my time as an English language education student, it will also allow me to share my knowledge with the next generation, because human research also depends on the quality of education. I also hope that phonological awareness can be introduced as early as possible to children who may be just learning to read or learning to speak. This can start with our own child in the future maybe, or the students that we will teach in the future. So maybe that's all that I can say. I'm sorry for any mistakes, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.